I'm doing well.
We thank God. Now, very quickly, we just want to allay our concerns and our fears. Will the sit-down strike, as you guys mentioned, come off today?
Okay. My one greeting to viewers of Live FM and Co. The strike has been suspended for the meantime.
When you say it's been suspended for the meantime, break it down for us. What happened? How come you've suspended it for the meantime?
We decided to go on strike today by 3 p.m. But after our press conference, we were called by our sector minister and the Minister for Information. We discussed many things. They gave us directive to bring our petition to them so that they can convey it to the government and to see what they can do about it. Yesterday, we did that. So we decided that we can't give a big institution like transport and information institute just one day to get the platform. So we have decided that we are waiting until they read the budget on Monday. So Tuesday, if you don't hear anything, we shall carry on what we intend doing.
When you said Tuesday, if you don't hear anything, what are you hoping to hear? First of all, what did your petition say? What did it carry? And what do you mean by if you don't hear anything by Tuesday, you go on the strike?
Okay, we have put everything we want the government to do on paper for him. So we are waiting for them to discuss and give us better reply.
Now, in that petition, did you state that you wanted government to scrap taxes on those 5 that you mentioned?
That's right. We said it.
You said it in the petition. And
right.
And so you are waiting to see what the budget presentation would say about it.
This is all what we are after.
Okay. If, for example, the budget is presented and nothing is done about your call for the scrap of these 5 taxes, what would then happen?
So that we just when we reach everybody, so see how to call it.
But let's talk about how business is like for you. We know that fuel currently per liter is like some 6 it is 90 pesos roughly, or 6 it is 80 pesos. How is that affecting your business as transport operators?
It is affecting us deeply because when we filed for the increment of fare, the government gave us 13%. That time the fuel price was 27 cedis. Now fuel price, as all we know, is about 31, 32 cedis. So if you don't petition and you don't talk about it, we are running at a loss. That's why we are very anxious saying all this.
Well, I have heard people raise concerns, for example, that we are running a deregulated market. And so, therefore, if somebody is selling at a higher price, there are others who are also selling at a lower price. And so, therefore, you have options. How do you respond to that?
What I know is that there's a saying kind that we know we are drivers. We use fuel and know what fuel means. If you buy the lower price, even the performance of the engine won't work well. But if you buy the higher price, it will work well. So we try to buy the fuel, the higher one. So we don't want the cheap one.
And you're saying that those who are selling at cheaper rates, their fuel is not of the best quality? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that. All what I'm saying that we need the quality one.
So what about those ones with the lesser prices on them?
We know we have tried and tested. All what I'm saying, I won't condemn someone's business, but what I'm saying that if I have a car, I won't buy the lower one, so I'll buy the higher one.
Again, people are of the view that, well, you have another option in increasing the fares. And indeed, somewhere in June this year, you were given some 13% increase in fares. So why don't you look at that? Why don't you consider the increase in fares? Why do you want these taxes to be scrapped?
Okay. It's 2 options. We have increased our prices. But we know the taxes on fuel is too much. That's why we are trying not to make the general public feel that always when fuel price goes up, these transport owners and transport operators try to increase price. We are now telling the government to reduce some of the price so that the fuel will be cheaper for everybody to buy and have a very comfortable prices to run our transport.
And as it stands now, you're just waiting for the budget to be presented next week, and then you make your decision. Now, are you sure that all your union members have heard the call not to strike today, and you can assure commuters that as at 3 p.m. today, still transport will be running, trotros and taxis and all will be running?
We have passed all this information to our members, so it won't come on today.
I hear. Well, Nana, thanks for your time with us this morning. I said I was going to brief, so thank you very much. And I know you have other things to attend to it. And let's see what transpires after the presentation of the budget next week, and whether you guys will be increasing the fares or the taxes will be scrapped. But Nana, if, for example, let me just chip in this. If, for example, government heeds your call and, let's say, scraps some, not all, but scraps some, let's say, meets you halfway, how would you take it?
David, let me tell you something. The prices they are taking now was based on 27 cities. If we scrap to 27, it shall remain at the same price. But if you scrap about only 2 cities, you shall negotiate for another price.
So what you're saying is that for you, it's all 5 taxes should be scrapped.
This is all what we are saying.
If it is, let's say, I'm speaking hypothetically here, if it is scrapped for you, will you transport operators, would you also reduce transport fares?
If it's scrapped and the price comes lower than the 27, we shall reduce it. Because as at now, we are using 27 cities for transport fares. So imagine if we scrap and come to about 25, 26, we shall also reduce our prices.
I see. Well, thanks, Nana, for joining us this morning. He's the national chairman for the GPRTU. He said he has a very busy schedule today. He was going to give us 5 minutes of his time.